Hello, welcome back to That Eurovision Flight. And I'm so excited to be joined by the amazing Intelligent Music Project from Bulgaria. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you. How are you?
Fine, just having a little break in between of the rehearsals and all the activities of Eurovision.
Excellent. I really appreciate you taking the time to use some of your break time and your downtime to come and chat with us.
With pleasure. With big pleasure.
So the first question I have to ask, how did your first rehearsal go? What was it like?
It was great. It was a great experience. You know, because we try actually all the scenography we're going to use, the lights, fire, a lot of fire.
Yes.
we were even surprised about the fire, but it was so yeah, it was a great experience. I mean, we will be doing a lot of activities during all the day, interviews and that kind of thing. So it's yeah, it was great. It was fantastic.
Amazing. And we've seen a little bit of your staging. As you said, a lot of fire, a lot of pyro.
Yeah.
And how did you come up with how you'd like the song to look on the Eurovision stage? What was the process of developing that like?
Well, we have our staging director who take care of. He understood what we want on the stage, so we wanted to bring obviously all the rock vibe to the stage of Eurovision, because it's not only to perform the song, you know, musically, but you need to have a lot of visuals as well. So we wanted to support that with a lot of, as you saw in the pictures, you know, there is a lot of lights and the pyro and everything. So I think he understood really well what we wanted, and I felt like the people, even in the venue, they were very surprised about the stage. So we're very happy with that.
Excellent. And hopefully you'll then get to surprise some more people on the night.
Yeah, I mean, we will try, at least.
Fantastic. So one of the things I wanted to ask a little bit about is whether you could give us a little bit of an insight into some of the parts of the Eurovision process that some of the fans might not get to see. So we see when the song gets released, you've been hugely active at the pre-parties and things like that, but could you tell us a little bit about what goes on behind the scenes in terms of preparing for the show and how that all works for you?
Well, for me particularly, because, you know, we are a band that we were playing together the last 4 years, and we were doing a lot of shows. So we have a lot of experience on the stage and the performances, live performances and touring and traveling and everything. But there is one thing which is totally different from any experience that we had before, even for me as a professional musician touring around the world for the last 5 years. And it's about the amount of work you need to do every day.
Yes.
For Eurovision. I never did that many interviews in one day in my life, you know.
What's your record?
I mean, I remember like a couple of years ago, I was in America, and I was doing radio interviews. I was doing like I don't know, maybe 30 radio interviews per day.
Oh, wow.
That was my record until now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. and then it not only obviously the interviews and the interaction with the journalists that they're covering the event, but also you need to interact a lot with the fans as well.
Yes.
So you need to create a lot of content for the social, for your socials, and then for the Eurovision social. So you are, you know, it's like you wake up early in the morning, go to breakfast in the hotel, and then you start to work until dinner, you know. So, and it's every day is like this. And then you, for example, the other day we went to the venue for the first time, and we spent like, it's supposed to be just a half an hour rehearsal, and we spent there like I don't know, maybe 7 hours.
Oh, wow.
So it's a lot of work. So you come back to the hotel like totally destroyed. But I think it's cool because it's a kind of a cool experience, and you meet a lot of different people. You meet the other participants of the event, and it's cool. You know, it's very cool.
Fantastic. And in terms of meeting other participants, who have you been getting along with so far?
Yeah. I mean, even on the pre-parties, we met a lot of the guys. Especially Sam from the UK, Mia from Croatia, the guys from Moldova, the guys from Ukraine. Yeah, most of the people they were in the pre-parties. We were, you know, it's cool people, normal people like us, musicians who, you know, trying to live the experience. The guy from Romania as well. Yeah, Serbia. You know, all the people were there, and it's cool. You know, it's a kind of a. I am 40 years old, and I started to feel like I was back to school again. You know, with all the mates having fun there, you know, that kind of things. So, yeah, it is cool.
Amazing. So Bulgaria has been doing really, really well at Eurovision recently. Obviously, you've had Christian Kostov and Victoria. So one of the things I wanted to ask a little bit about, because this is something that I'm very aware of, the sort of the UK's perception of Eurovision, but I don't really know a lot about how it's perceived in other countries. So what's the sort of ideas around the contest there? What do people think of it? How, and has that changed over the last sort of 5 or 6 years as the results have been getting better?
Well, I think obviously, as we were talking about this with our drummer Stoyan, because he was doing Eurovision a couple of times, and he was right in the way that he said the Eurovision is changing every year. It's not even like the same kind of competition during every year. So every year is developing and changing, different kind of artists, different kind of, you know, scenario, lighting, and everything. So I think we needed, as Bulgaria, we needed to move forward a little bit and bring something different to the audience. And so the thing is, we were kind of a successful band the last 4 or 5 years in Bulgaria. It was a very active band because actually, how many albums we have? I joined like 4 years ago. I didn't have
a lot of albums.
You know, and then I'm just doing the 3rd album together, and we're touring every year. We're doing a couple of 2 or 3 tours every year. Actually, even during the pandemic, we were doing shows, we were doing recordings, we were doing video clips, we were doing live streamings. So I think it's a good opportunity to show to the rest of Europe that Bulgarian music is very active, is still alive, and is kind of you know, like successful. Even out of Bulgaria, we were doing shows all over Europe, and we became very successful. We were up to release our new album even in Japan. So I think it's a good image for the Bulgarian country, that to show that, hey, here we are. You know?
Absolutely. So what's been the highlight of your experience so far? Any moments that really stand out to you in terms of things that you've experienced since you've started on the Eurovision journey?
I think every moment it was very special. You know, visiting different countries, especially on the pre-parties. For example, we never been in Israel before.
Yeah.
And that was very special, and the production of the show was amazing as well. It was actually like Eurovision, you know? So it was a good rehearsal.
Yeah, I was at London Eurovision party, and then seeing the shift from that to some of the other pre-parties in Amsterdam.
But you know, London, it was great as well. Probably it was not the same production.
Yeah, very different atmosphere.
The vibe of the audience, it was amazing as well. Actually, I like it very much what we did in London that night, because the people was very, you know, connecting with the band. They were singing the song. That was our first, actually, the first time we performed the song for the Eurovision fans.
Oh wow!
Because we were playing the song before in our shows, but only for our fans, you know, which obviously is not the same reaction, because the people like the band and they know the song, whatever. But when we were to London, it was the first time we were playing the song for the Eurovision fans, and we loved it because they were singing the song, they were enjoying, they were, you know, it was great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Couple of sort of last sort of quick questions.
Okay.
So you've collaborated on work with some major artists already. So who would be your dream collaboration? Someone that you've not worked with already? Who would you love to work with?
In my case, probably would be and I will say that probably the only guitar hero that I still have in my to-do list is Brian May from Queen.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
Amazing.
I guess we can all agree that we would be happy if any of us gets in touch with anybody from Queen.
Yeah,
that would be amazing, but I believe everyone has a dream of his. I don't know. I would be happy if I could make a duet
with me.
Yeah, but I was too shy to mention this, but yeah, a duet of actually there are some people that are gone already, and you could never reach them anymore in this life at least. But I would love to make a duet with Ronnie Dio or somebody from this era that actually was a part of me growing up, listening to those people.
Yep.
Actually, my dream came true yesterday because
Oh,
because
Ah.
along with Ronnie, we visited
wow.
a football match here in Turin.
Yeah, we went to the Juventus
was
stadium.
fantastic for me.
Yeah, that's true.
My dream comes true.
Yeah. So it made your dream come true because of Eurovision. That's very good.
Yay.
Nice.
Fantastic. And the sort of last question I have for you guys, obviously, as you've said, you've been hugely busy with Eurovision, and even before that with all your touring and your traveling and making music and everything you do.
Today is a day off, and here we are.
Exactly, and you're still coming and taking the time to interview. So when you get a day off, as in a real day off, where you can do things that are fun for you, what do you like to do with it? What are your hobbies? What are your interests?
Actually, just today it was pretty much like that because Bizet and I, we went to the soccer game in
Oh,
the
fantastic.
stadium. We attend the game, and then we met all together in the city center in Turin. We're doing some sightseeing, and then having some beers and having fun until 6-7 p.m. And that's basically what a musician do during touring. Like you have a little time, you try to go to the city, do something, and take some beer, and then go back.
Fantastic.
That's enough for us. I think that's enough. That's it.
Amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. We wish you the huge best of luck with your next rehearsal and with your entire participation in the contest, and we hope you have an amazing time in Turin, and thank you so much. It's been lovely to talk to you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Good luck to you.